Well guys, it's actually happened. We have a fault with the Audi R8. I've only had it a week and it's at the minute undrivable. So it is just sat here as an expensive paperweight. At least I get to look at it though, right? I may not be able to drive the car, but at least I can look at it and just look at it. What a stunning car with the carbon fibre side blades and of course the carbon fibre fixed spoiler, which looks so good. Also, massive shout out to Rayne Automotive for that beading work on the car. They actually look after the car when it is in the storage at Store Your Car and give the car a good clean and a bit of a ceramic boost there, so that is working absolutely fantastic. Beading is so dramatic, as you can see, it actually has made a little bit of a puddle or a lake on top of the car, and that actually poses a bit of an issue. When you open the car, all of that water runs straight down and into the interior, as you can see, soaking the seats and also soaking myself. When I start the car up and leave the door open to listen to the exhaust, I get absolutely drenched, but that has to be beading goals right there. Before I go any further with this video and get into the nitty gritty with what exactly is wrong with my Audi R8, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys for your ongoing support. And also, at the time of filming this video, the reveal video, first ever video with the Audi R8, only went live last night, which may be a bit confusing because at the time this video is going live, a couple of R8 videos would have already been live of the R8, if that makes sense. But anyway, at the time of this video, that car was only revealed on my channel and Instagram last night, and I am absolutely blown away, overwhelmed, and so grateful for your guys' support. All the comments, all the tags, all the DMs, all the congratulation messages. It really does mean a lot, and it's just mental, to be fair. My phone didn't stop buzzing all night, and I'm blown away by your guys' reaction to the car. I am so glad that you guys love it almost as much as I do, and I hope you cannot wait for the content I'm going to make. So yeah, it really did mean a lot, guys, and if you haven't already, do make sure you hit the subscribe button, because trust me, you don't want to miss out on any of the content I have planned for this car. So the car is parked up and I have been unable to drive it for the best part of around 4 days, which is absolute, it's just such a tease. Like, honestly, all I want to do is drive it, and I feel that now that I can't, that the temptation is just there. Also, update with the Z4 Coupe, because obviously it is still here. I've taken a deposit on that car and it will be going as soon as kind of lockdown eases. So congrats to the new owner. But what is wrong with my Audi R8? So as you can see from this video clip, I am able to lock and unlock the car to get into it. However, as soon as I put the key in the ignition and turn the car on, after a second or so, the car immediately shuts off and the dashboard says safe, where it would normally show my trip computer. Now, you might be thinking that is a really odd fault to have, and not gonna lie, it is entirely my fault. Essentially, this is the key that came with the car. Now, as you can see, if the camera focuses, which it won't, this is just a joke of a key. It's not the proper key for the car. It looks more like a Passat key. Also, shout out to Matt Armstrong for the money pit jet tag for the car. It is becoming quite apparent already. So essentially what I tried to do was upgrade this key to a proper Audi key. I took this key apart and ordered a new shell off Amazon. That arrived, took the key apart and tried to put the internal gubbins from this key into the new one, but it didn't fit. So you know what, I thought no big deal, I will put this key back together and all will be good. And as you can see, the car still unlocks and locks as normal, so I thought it was all good until I tried to start it the other day, and that's where the fault from that video clip first became apparent. It seems as though this key has kind of forgotten itself or whatever, so effectively it activates the immobilizer, the car thinks it's being stolen, and it just cuts itself off. Now, according to the Audi R8 forum and Google in general, this seems like a common fault with Audis in general. Even if you do something as simple as replace the battery in the key can forget itself and cause the car not to start. Now, I have followed the online guidance and the advice from the members of the R8 forum. That sounds so mental. It seemed only like, well, it probably was. Last week I was on the Z4 forum, now I'm on the R8 forum, mental. And they said all you have to do is push and hold the unlock button, put the key in the ignition, turn it on for 2 seconds, turn it off, take the key out and let go of the button, and it should reprogram the key. However, that just isn't the case in my situation. My only guess is that the procedure is somehow different on this Audi. I have literally no idea, or it could be the fact that this is a non-genuine key. I am absolutely like gutted, essentially. I have no idea how to fix this key, and I can't drive my new car, and it's just torture. So how do I fix this issue so that I can drive my car once again? My friend Cal is on his way, and hopefully he will be able to use his computer equipment to reprogram this key to that car. He actually reprogrammed a entirely new key to my Ford Fiesta ST, which I bought crash damaged. That car came with no keys, and in a matter of seconds he was able to code that keyless key to the car. So fingers crossed he's able to do this to this car. Cal is on his way, and I will catch up with you guys after he has been, fingers crossed, he is able to fix it. If not, I'll probably have to call a locksmith, and then he might as well just cut the new key which I've ordered as well, so I have 2 keys. Fingers crossed Cal has this. Don't I feel silly? But the good news is the car is all fixed. Now, what was the problem? So Cal came round with a number of computers. First of all, he tried to code the key, like reprogram it, but the car is throwing up like an immobilizer fault, and you need a code, which we don't have. So then he tried his diagnostic computer, which said key fault, and we then took this key apart, and he told me that the key was missing a transponder. Now, I remember the other day when I took this apart, and this little black kind of rectangular tube thing fell out, and I assumed it was for the buttons. Turns out that was the transponder. I went and found it, put it back in the key, and the car started right up. So I literally feel so stupid, but if it weren't for Cal, even if I'd found that part and realised what it was, I would have had no idea where inside the key fob it would have gone. So I am hugely grateful to Cal for coming and fixing the car, and now I can go out and on a joyride, and it definitely is long overdue, seeming as I haven't driven it in about 4 or 5 days, so I'm absolutely buzzing. Massive thank you to Cal. But anyway guys, I'm going to end the video there. The first fault with my new Audi R8, entirely my fault, I will admit that, but if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you do not miss out any of my upcoming content with the R8. And I'm also going to be as transparent as possible with running costs and faults that I hopefully don't have, but probably will along the way. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.